我想其实是我在体验，就是我发一个声音，然后我在观察。
但是我想就是，在一种很困难的情况下穿过这个胡同，就是我
barrage images and sounds and just。反正我的作品我不准备拿走，我就一直放。
My piece was about sleeplessness.
I'm interested in site-specific works.
Recurring image of these red containers.
为了去满足那个人的一个心愿。
Let it like humbly blend into the environment.
材料比较简单。
Not really magic, it's more.
确切的定义。
4 months here, so
我的作品跟这个胡同给我的感觉
Before it used to be very dark.
跟光线有关的，所以我是
激发研究所在一个大杂院里面。
这个工作室我觉得就是一个能够藏在这个胡同里的一个，可能会给人一些意外的一个地方。
Sayizheng, the one-night exhibition we are organizing is intended for us to be a way to look again at the hutongs and also take works of people we met and look at these works in a different way and both trying to give them both a new context.
我们的题目是撒癔症，是北京土话夜间四处闲逛的意思。
桥上坐立，桥上呼唤，夫妇相骂，见妇人焉。
It started mostly around just walking through the streets here every day and also a lot at night and enjoying the beauty of the hutongs and the quietness of it.
It's really interesting to do something in such a different place, but also I think there are also a lot of things that come with it, like what does it mean for the neighbors and what does it mean for the locals? And are we just intruders into like a very private public space? And how do we deal with that?
我觉得在胡同里边，它是肯定有一个自己的节奏的。这个节奏是人为的，慢慢的去把它养成的。就像你一进胡同，你觉得有人气儿，那这个是双方面的。当有人气儿的时候，就不是你能为所欲为的，就是你得跟着这儿的节奏走。 因为我们、你、我们可能都不是原住民，胡同里面的原住民，那我觉得我们应该顺应他们的节奏去走，因为他们是真正生活在这儿的居民，他们在这儿每天早上起来遛弯儿、上公共厕所，他们吃饭，拿着饭碗在外边跟人聊天，坐在外面晒太阳，这是他们的一个节奏。
胡同，大家都在努力的保护它，然后其实里边很破了，但是外面会给它刷的干干净净的，很明显就是为了让别人来看它，给他们提供服务。也许我们看到的胡同，它并不是那个胡同本来的样子，没有那种欣欣向荣的感觉，或者说大家应该是在这里面生活的，而不是给别人看的。 所以可能我这个观点跟我做的那个作品有一定的关系。那个灯下面，我觉得应该有一个影子，然后胡同也少了一个什么东西，但我改变不了这个胡同，所以我只能去改变这个灯。
Well, in a way, the hutongs, they're very specific to Beijing, and they are a very special environment, very unique. And the uniqueness is not coming necessarily from this historical background, because basically it's a completely different environment now. And with the opening up of China, it's also parallel to the opening up of the Hutong. And it's changing in the same way that China is changing, in a very informal, ad hoc kind of way. And everyone is sort of having their own view of what is there and what can be done. And I think this sort of intervention fits very well into this space of possibilities.
我觉得现在北京挺有意思的，因为它其实正在成为一个就是自由艺术的一个中心。除了那些商业的画廊以外，慢慢的有更多的年轻艺术家，他们做的东西比较国际化，然后他们的想法也比较开放，想法很开放，然后他们做的东西不再是我们原来中国人所认识的那种学院派的那样的东西，他们慢慢的能够与这些，就是他们能够利用这些存在的这个条件或者不同的 context， 他们能够把自己的想法和他们结合起来，然后做一些东西出来，就是可能更客观、更理性了。我觉得这是应该是一个好的发展方向。
The type of foreigners that came to China before were maybe for people that were mainly interested in China and Chinese culture, and maybe sinologists or people studying Chinese or business oriented who wanted to make money. Whereas now, I think more and more people are opening up their perspective and seeing that China is a place where you can realize things and you can. It's not a monoculture anymore. Nowadays, anyone can consider coming to China, and that has an influence that again expands the culture.
It is always weird, maybe especially as a Western artist, to go somewhere else and make something somewhere else. But on the other hand, I have to do something, otherwise I just become sick. So, and I also have to show something, otherwise it doesn't make sense.
现在我们一共是22个人，差不多一半中国人，一半国际艺术家。
也许今天来的观众，这外国人跟中国人也许会同样是这样一半，然后这样我不知道他们之间会不会交流，或者他们是不是所有人会跟我们交流。我只能希望尽量多的反馈。
中西方的文化差异肯定是有，只有在中西方的文化差异他们在一起表现的时候，我觉得会产生更丰富的内容。但是如果这个外国人和中国人的这个身份被拿出来开始强调，我反而不喜欢，我觉得不重要。
每个人他肯定会对一些作品，你放在那它存在了，然后他会产生一些他的想法。我觉得只要他们有想法就可以了，就管他想什么，我觉得不太重要。
女士们、先生们、朋友们，您走过路过，千万不要错过。您只需花25元就能买到称心如意的高档皮包，数量不多，卖完为止，欢迎回顾。顾客同志们，您好。
Always at that time, it's still dawning. I heard him calling my name. He called me. 郭晨曦. I said, yes. I said yes. And I was wide awake. Oh, it's a dream again. And the strange thing is his voice is so real. Not like in the dream. In dreams you heard him talking, but the voice is...
我在摸他的屁股。
你们知道那个改木怎么做吗？
这个展览最有意思的地方，它是一个在夜晚进行的这么一件事情，所以大家都有很多理由可以，把自己心里那个藏着的那一点事情都做出来。所以我觉得这个展览挺像一场梦游的。黑暗里面，大家都想做一点自己平时特别想做的事情，又不好意思做的事情。
吹这个东西是吧？
像词语这种东西，它不是一个孤立的单元，作为一个系统的有机部分，改了一个，其他的就跟着改变。因而我们看到，在极权主义泛滥的地方，遭到歪曲和篡改的词是成批量的，是成团状粘连的。它们几乎涉及了在过去的年代里一直被正确使用的一切关于道德和政治方面的词，如人性、人道主义、正义、真理、自由、平等、民主、解放、教育、改造、下基层、锻炼、表扬、批判、进步、落后、主流、大局、全面、片面、奉献、牺牲、组织、作风、做工作、个人主义、自由主义、封建主义，只要是在过去的经典著作中有明显外延和内涵的词，无一例外都遭到了篡改。这种有意的篡改是由政治上的崇尚暴力导致的对汉语文化的全面伤害。他们或者添加了新的意义，或者被抽去了旧有的美好含义，有的甚至干脆拧到了意思完全相反的方向上去。当然，更多的是与人民一样，他们的意义变得十分模糊，在某种意义下使用，全看有权利使用它的人当时的需要。有时，一个词既可以指事物的正面，又可以指事物的反面，而他们之所以排斥。
这次活动的出发点，我就觉得是一个好玩的事情，没有任何利害关系，构不成任何什么所谓商业的那种东西，全部不存在。仅仅是以自己兴趣为出发做一个事情，
不像很多的展览那么的大制作，然后非得要让大家都知道，或者说非得让大家都看到，非得能够保存很长时间，然后有重要的人物来捧场啊或者什么的，因为这个针对的就是胡同里什么老大爷遛狗的什么老太太，然后我觉得这样挺好的，就是做给自己嘛，或者做给自己的周围的人，没必要去做的那么苦大仇深的，是吧？
这个展览特别不像是一个展览，就是因为大多数的展览，它会首先给你一个纯白的空间，就是把空间的任何属性都抹掉，变成一个纯粹的一个白盒子。
Usually I appreciate the white cube. I encourage the white cube. I appreciate it. Yet, because of the situation, because of the place, and because of a lot of sort of smaller things, smaller factors, I think that this was interesting to try.
Normally when you present something in a white cube, no matter what you bring in the white cube, it starts behaving like art anyhow. So you can put a bucket in a white cube and leave the rest of the space empty, and suddenly the bucket starts behaving like an art piece. And in this environment, yeah, nothing starts behaving like an art piece.
In a way, working in the hutongs, you have to be sensitive to the environment. You have to be aware of what is there. You have to be very contextual in order for it to work.
I also think that if you put something into a public space, then it's kind of fair game. It's difficult to, impose an expectation of how people should relate to the art, because I think whatever happens out there.
我会想去看一个这样的展览，我没有看到，所以我去开始策划这样一个展览。
他把这种所谓的作品给进行了一个弱化，或者是让他从展厅进入了老百姓这个正常生活的一个环境当中去。我觉得这个是跟别的展览很大的一个区别。这也是我认为，其实真正的这种艺术作品就应该从百姓、从生活中来到生活中去的。
艺术品在中国可能还是不够日常化，因为艺术品其实就是应该进入生活，就是应该在家里面的墙上放，让人去欣赏，让人去喜欢，让人放松的时候坐在沙发上可以看看自己那幅画，然后享受一下。
I think what was interesting about the exhibition is that once people started to see the art in the context of the hutong, then they started to look for art, and they weren't sure what was art and what wasn't. So then everything kind of looks like art, or maybe it is art, or you're not sure, but it kind of creates this I don't know, this space where you're sort of looking at things a lot more carefully than you normally would.
People started to become more aware of their surroundings, and maybe even also became a bit cynical, like, yeah, suddenly everything can become art. And I remember there was this one friend of me visiting, and he was like, yeah, it's impossible to compete with the pieces that you find in the hutongs, those like little unattentive improvisations of the people who live here are always more magical or more beautiful than the forced things we come up with as artists.
At the margin to the center stage, perpetually reconfigurating in 5, 6, 7, 8. I see trees of green and red roses too, but not really. And in my dream this afternoon before the interview, I took a walk subconsciously taking a piss on streams of consciousness. I took a lift.
这个东西可能不是每个人的作品，而是这22个人做了这么一个这个事儿，是引起了大家的注意力。
这个本身可以不用费太多的钱和太多的精力，但是可以给胡同带来一些活力，然后大家彼此认识去交流，我觉得这机会还是很好。
Another reason for us to organize this and to surprisingly to have many artists wanting to participate, although there is no sponsor. I think this kind of exhibition itself is a way to create a different platform in comparison to the China art market today, which is very much about a name or about fame, and sometimes it's not so much about the artwork anymore.
很多时候你需要就是似乎你要把所有东西都扒拉开来，然后把你认为这个艺术品很有价值的这么一个艺术品放在一个纯白的，但是如果把它放在一个现实的环境里，它就变成一种参与和一种经验，它的价值本身的这种强调性已经被忽略了。我觉得这个是让这件事情变得好玩的一个方式，一种方式吧。
For me, the whole event was really a surprise to see how many people showed up and how much of a gathering it was. Like really a warm-hearted gathering. Yeah, in this ice-cold night, that so many people showed up to and paid their interest into whatever they could find was part of the event.
see this happening. It was really, really alive. It's just really like dreamlike, actually. So it was the space was mirroring the concept very well, actually. Very random occurrences, very you know, like instances of puns here and there, and instances of like, you know, things that you find in a dream.
昨天晚上回家之后，我觉得我昨天晚上做的梦跟平时不太一样，所以我在想，昨天晚上来过的人是不是回家做的梦都挺特别的呢？
Just 4 months here, so I also have to be very careful, and I should wait till I say anything.